There's a moment in every battle, physical, emotional, personal, when continuing becomes self-destruction. The wise warrior doesn't drag the fight out. He doesn't waste energy on what's already lost. He doesn't cling to pride, stubbornness, or ego. He strikes once more, precisely, decisively, and then he walks away. Miyamoto Musashi understood this perfectly. He didn't just train to win, he trained to know when the fight was over, and he never stayed longer than necessary. Do nothing which is of no use. Musashi. The Stoics carried this same clarity. They taught that clinging is suffering, that holding on too long, whether to anger, status, pleasure, people, or plans, is a kind of self-betrayal. Just as nature takes away what she has given, so too should we let go when the time has come. Seneca. The immature man thinks power is in holding on. The master knows power is in knowing when to end it. Musashi didn't waste motion. He ended the fight. Musashi was not a showman. He didn't fight with unnecessary flourish. He didn't perform. He trained to end a duel as quickly and efficiently as possible. In many of his 60-plus recorded duels, the fight was over in seconds. The essence of strategy is to fall into rhythm with the enemy, then disrupt it with finality. Musashi knew that dragging out a battle increased the chance of mistakes. The longer you engage, the more opportunity you give your opponent. The more you cling, the more you bleed. In life, most people stay too long. In relationships they've outgrown. In careers that don't serve their soul. In habits that slowly drain them. In arguments that lead nowhere. In identities they no longer believe in. The final strike isn't always violent, it's often quiet, internal, and clean. But it must be made. The Stoics believed in timely endings. Seneca, like Musashi, warned about holding on too long. It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste much of it. To waste time is to waste life, and nothing wastes time more than fighting battles that no longer need fighting. The Stoics believed in decisive endings. End the desire that weakens you. End the emotion that traps you. End the task when its purpose has been fulfilled. Marcus Aurelius practiced this in thought. Ask yourself at every moment, is this necessary? If it isn't, let it go. The world teaches us to persist endlessly. But there's a kind of wisdom in the clean break, a kind of strength in knowing. This moment is finished. I will not carry it further. When you can't walk away, you're not free. Musashi valued independence over everything. He refused patronage. He rejected luxury. He didn't form lasting attachments to schools or social positions. Why? Because he knew. The moment you can't leave, you're no longer free. The Stoics weren't minimalists for style. They were masters of detachment. They believed that freedom means letting go of what you cannot control, ending what no longer aligns with virtue. Being able to walk away, not in anger, but in peace. He is most powerful who has power over himself. Seneca. This includes the power to stop arguing, stop hoping they'll change, stop chasing what doesn't love you back, stop proving yourself to people who've already decided. Musashi didn't stay to win approval. The Stoics didn't stay to protect ego. They ended what needed ending and moved on. The fear of ending is the fear of what comes next. Why do most people hesitate to make the final strike? Not because they don't know it's time, but because they fear what happens after. What if I'm wrong? What if I regret this? What if nothing better comes? What if I'm alone? Musashi didn't entertain these doubts. He trained to act without hesitation when the moment arrived. He said, "Perceive that which cannot be seen with the eye." He meant feel the shift. Know when something is over. Don't beg it to last longer. The Stoics trained this mental courage. They didn't fear endings because they trusted their principles more than their circumstances. Nothing is worth doing pointlessly. Marcus Aurelius. You don't need to see the full future to make the right call. You just need to know that this chapter is done. Holding on too long is its own defeat. Musashi warned about using the wrong timing in a strike. Strike too soon, you expose yourself. Strike too late, you miss the window. In life, striking too late means that you stay in a job that's draining your soul. You stay in a relationship where love is dead. You keep a habit because change is hard. You cling to an identity that no longer fits the man you're becoming. The longer you hold, the heavier it becomes. Eventually, the rope you're clutching begins to burn. The Stoics taught that suffering often comes not from pain, but from refusing to release it. Don't hope that events will conform to your wishes. Let your wishes conform to the events. Epictetus. In other words, let it go before it breaks you. Strike before hesitation turns to regret. How to let go with power, precision, and purpose. There is strength in endurance, but there is greater strength in knowing when enough is enough. The weak man clings because he's afraid. The strong man ends cleanly because he sees the truth and respects himself enough to act. Musashi didn't wait for the perfect moment. He didn't stay in battle longer than necessary. He trained to recognize the critical moment, then strike once, finally, and let go. The Stoics didn't romanticize endings. They accepted them as part of the rhythm of life, and they trained themselves to release without regret, without collapse, and without delay. To love only what happens, what was destined. No greater harmony. Marcus Aurelius. In this part, we will sharpen that same edge. How to end well, how to know when the fight is over, and how to make the last strike before the weight of delay crushes your will. 1. Recognize the moment you're holding on for ego, not alignment. Most people don't know why they're still in the fight. They don't want the relationship, but don't want to lose. They hate the job, but can't let go of the title. They've outgrown the lifestyle, but still cling to the image. Musashi didn't train to win approval. He trained to win clarity. Think lightly of yourself and deeply of the world. The Stoics taught that ego is a liar. It convinces you to keep proving, chasing, clinging, to avoid shame or failure, even when your soul is calling you to release. Seneca said, "He who suffers before it is necessary suffers more than is necessary." Ask yourself, am I staying for growth or staying to avoid embarrassment? Do I want this, or do I just fear how walking away will look? Would I advise someone I love to hold on this long? The man ruled by ego can't walk away. The man ruled by principle knows when to end and rise. 2. Use Musashi's clarity drill. Is it useful or not? Musashi believed in utility above all. He wrote, "Do nothing which is of no use." That line cuts through everything. Use it as a daily filter. This argument, is it useful? This habit, is it useful? This plan, is it still useful? This emotional story I'm telling, is it useful? Musashi didn't care about attachment. He cared about effectiveness. The Stoics agreed. They believed that reason is the sword to cut away what no longer serves the soul. If something is difficult to endure, you're probably clinging too hard. Epictetus. Train this. When in doubt, write down the situation. Write what it's costing you, energy, time, integrity. Write what it's giving you in return. If the cost outweighs the return, it's time to strike. 3. Build the courage to end quietly, not emotionally. Most people wait to end things until they're overwhelmed, angry, or emotionally exhausted. They want the pain to justify the decision. But Musashi didn't fight out of emotion. He struck with timing, not temper. Control is part of the way. The Stoics warned that if you wait to act until you're emotional, your action won't be clean, it will be chaotic. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Be like the rock that the waves keep crashing over. It stands unmoved, and the raging of the sea falls still around it." Don't wait for resentment to build. Don't wait for the perfect ending. Don't make it a performance. When you know it's time to end it with silence, presence, and poise. Walk away with peace, not vengeance. That's real power. 4. Treat endings as a return to the path, not a detour. You don't end something to escape. You end something because you've remembered your direction. Musashi walked away from schools, rivals, and even comfort, not to run from responsibility, but to walk deeper into his way. The Stoics taught that every ending is a return to virtue, a return to clarity, a return to the soul's true work. Nothing can hinder you from returning to yourself. Marcus Aurelius. When something no longer fits who you are, it's not failure to release it. It's fidelity to your path. End the fight. Not to avoid effort, but to stop bleeding energy where it no longer serves your mission. 5. Use the final strike framework, when to cut and move on. Here's a practical tool to help know when it's time to end something. The final strike checklist. Alignment check. Does this still align with your values, direction, or deeper mission? If not, it's time to let go. Energy audit. Are you growing stronger or feeling drained every time you engage? If it's draining and unfixable, it's time to strike. Repetition pattern. Have you had the same argument, thought, or frustration more than 3 times? That's not progress, it's a loop. Time to step out. Resistance level. Are you staying because it's right or because you fear the unknown? If fear is the only anchor, it's not a worthy one. Peace check. Imagine walking away. Do you feel loss or liberation? If it's liberation, you've already left in spirit. Time for action. Musashi made clean cuts. He didn't second-guess the final blow. Neither should you. 6. Practice the art of closure without explanation. Most people drag endings because they think they owe explanations. They try to be understood. They try to justify. Musashi never explained himself to lesser men. He moved. The Stoics didn't plead for validation. They let go internally first, then acted externally only when needed. If you wish to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid. Epictetus. You don't need applause for your exit. You don't need understanding from the crowd. You need peace. You need truth. You need the will to walk away without noise. Conclusion. End with honor or be ended by delay. There is a time to fight. There is a time to persist. There is a time to endure. But when the moment comes, when the path has diverged, when the soul says, this is not it anymore, that's when you draw the sword, that's when you cut clean, that's when you strike once and leave without looking back. Musashi trained for this, the Stoics lived by this. Now it's your turn. Know when it's time, strike without drama, exit with clarity, not collapse, and end the unnecessary so you can begin again, stronger, freer, and back on the path.